Hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. Y'all, today I'm doing a couple DIYs. I'm working on my bedroom. I saw in the comments, I can't even remember who said it, but somebody said, all right, we need another video. Y'all, I was so down and out. I got a couple things to tell y'all, but let me tell y'all about this. I'm working on my bedroom. I saw a picture that Pottery Barn had posted, right? It was just like a picture of a room, not a video, not nothing. Y'all, I fell in love, right? So, of course, I'm going to put my own little twist on it. And, of course, I'm not going to pay Pottery Barn prices. So, I have been, for the last 2 weeks, really, I have been researching what I wanted to do. I did post the nightstands. I found these buffets, one-off, on Temu down to $47. So I ordered 2, got them, put them together. They look a mess in my room next to my white bed, right? So I had found the bed, y'all, and it was the best price ever. Very similar to the picture I saw, right? So I was like, well, I'm going to wait. I'll look at it. I'm going to decide whether I'm going to keep this bed, this and that, this and that. Y'all, when I went to go buy it, wasn't sold out? Just about was in tears, okay? So it's back. So I was able to get it. So it'll be in late next week, right? So I'm much further towards my goal. I need one more thing, like big piece, and that is a dresser. Found the dresser, but the dresser that I was going to get and I was going to pay up for, it said I could get it in 2 to 3 days. So when I went to go order it, everything was fine, but the store called and said they couldn't deliver it for 7 days. 7 days, my daughter will be gone, right? And I won't have nobody to help me lift that big old TV to put it on, right? So I was like, cancel it. I'm not getting it. I'm not paying up a couple $100 when I can take my time, order it from somewhere for a little over $100, put it together, take my time, put it together, and then I'll just have to pay somebody to help me put it in. But anyway, I'll find a dresser. I'm not worried about it. Right now, I'm going to have an eyesore. So if you live in the DFW area and you're interested in silver dressers and a big old white bed with the gray, call a girl. I can't wait to get this out of here. But anyway, so that's where I'm at. Now, for you guys who are new, I have no idea what I was just talking about. I hope you didn't hang up on me. I am trying to redo my room, but I do everything on a budget. And sometimes when you do it that way, it takes you more time. You know what I mean? To get something together. It could take me 2 months to get everything together for a room that I'm ready. But I've paid the least for everything. I've DIY'd what I could DIY. I've reused what I could reuse. And then I have the look that I want. So this look was taking me completely away from everything that I have. So it took me a lot more purchasing. I did buy a bookshelf too. Nothing big, just a small bookshelf in the same colorway as the nightstands. So when I find a dresser that's like that and I find it a good price, I will get it, you know? And so that's what I'm waiting on. Every day I wake up, that's like my job, my full-time job. I wake up, I go to all the apps, I put in what I'm looking for, and I search and I search and I search. And that's why I tell y'all, have the money sitting in a separate account. Or if you're going to use a credit card, I'm just not doing that. I really want to do things on a budget where it doesn't hurt. So when I get the money, I put it to the side, and I'll search every day, and that way I can hit the button immediately. I posted, and I took it down now because it had sold out. But yesterday on my Facebook, if you're not following me on Facebook, that's where I normally post the sales from Temu and from Shein and from Amazon or from Walmart, whoever has the best sale, right? It was 4 bar stools for, I think, $62 and some odd cents. And they were nice bar stools. A little on the contemporary side, but for somebody just getting their first apartment that's looking for some bar stools, you know, to sit, because most of these places now only have bar stools, you know, have like they don't give you a space for a dining room table, these apartments. So the counter height bar stools is what everybody is using, right? 4 of them, $62 complete. Like, remember how I got my dining room chairs for, you know, 4 of them for $100 complete, not $100 a piece. So when I post them like that, And once I see they're sold out, I'll take it down. And they were only up for a couple hours. But I say that to say, follow me on Facebook, Thrift Queen Vlogs on Facebook. Or either Thrift Queen, I think. One or the other. But anyway, I'll put a link to my Facebook in the description box of this video. But that's where I will post the sales. So if, you know, when I find something that's just like crazy on sale, I post them there. So if you're looking for furniture, check there, you know. I got to get that Feel Free to Be Creative page. I just looked at that the other day. And I still see some people are using it. But that's where I had created this page for everybody that's following me, everybody that's in the group of people that's here on my channel. You could go on there and post anything you want. If you're selling something, they don't scam. Scammers, get out of here. But, because we'll tell it. I'm telling you, you'll get blocked quick. But I got to get some more admins on there. If anybody wants to be an admin, let me know. And you can sell stuff on there. You can, if you're looking for something and you post, hey guys, I'm looking for a wood bowl, 18 by 12, such and such. If anybody has anything or if anybody knows where I can find it, you know, let me know. Things like that you can do on that channel. Or if you just felt like being creative and you set your table and you wanted to take a video and post it, say you're not, you know, ready to be on YouTube and post stuff, but you want to post it to your friends, you could post it on there free and clear. Doesn't cost $1. All you got to do is join the page and you're free to post whatever you, or if you do have a YouTube channel and you just want to let everybody know, hey, I just posted, come see my video, you could post it in there. Post a link in that group and everybody will hit on it and come to your channel and watch your video. Good way to get subscribers too. So I'm gonna get that back up and running because I had took a break from everything, y'all. I had took a break from everything. So my bedroom is changing out. And I said, let me find me some lamps, right? I just recently had green. Y'all know I was not happy with the way that room turned out. I did not show any spot. It was all a mess. I had painted these old lamps I had from Jersey, right? Painted them out in this green because this was the green going on in my bedroom, right? So it was fine. It lasted through, you know, last couple months and everything, but I was not happy. I hated the nightstands that I had in there, the ones I had just bought them. I hated them. I actually threw them in the trash. They were cheap. They were horrible. So, and as to not bash, I didn't post them, okay? I did not post that bedroom. But the new ones I have, I love them. I put them in place, but they don't match the bed. But you know what? I might show y'all that this week. Before the new bed goes in, I might show y'all what I'm talking about so you'll understand what I'm saying when I say mismatch. But so maybe I'll put that video up tomorrow. I'll just take you in the bedroom, show you what's there, show you what's gonna happen, and then once it happens, you'll see. But anyway, these lamps, I love the style of this lamp. And recently, since I knew I was taking them out my room, I had put those pineapple lamps or artichoke or whatever they are, artichoke lamps, in white in there. And I was like, nope, this ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work with what I'm doing. So I said, I love this shape, but the green had to go. So I was just in here a few minutes ago, and I just put my first coat of black on here. You see how I just slimmed the lamp down? Look at that. You see that? Got a whole new lamp. Look at that. All black. All black. So I got another coat to put on here, just, you know, touch up. And these are going to go in my bedroom. Now, the bedroom, the wood that's in there, is called grayish. I told y'all, it isn't made of this new color. It's gray and beige mixed together. Grayish. You can find it in all the stores. All the stores are bringing it out now. Temu was the first place I saw it, that word. And I was like, what is that? What it is light oak. And then they do like a light streak of a gray stain over it. Now, is this real wood that I bought? No, it's not real wood. It's heavy attack, but it's not real wood. It could be. I'm not going to say it's not real wood. I don't know. But it does have like a coating on it, okay? So it's not stained wood, put it that way. But it has that look of that, like a gray stain over light oak, That, I mean, I fell in love with that because it was very similar to what I saw with a light oak with like almost like a creamy color, or light gray and cream coat going over it in the Pottery Barn picture. So when I saw that for $47, I was like, forget the cream. Give me the grays, right? So I got those for $47 a piece. Fell in love with them. They're almost farmhousey, but you could change the look for if you were doing something different. And that's what I'm doing, okay? So I'm doing just a laid back, could be country house, could be, you know what I mean, like a traditional look type look. That's what I'm doing, okay? So this lamp, because the only thing black that's going to be in this room is hardware, like the metals on the book stand, the handles on the dresser, the nightstands and the dresser, and they had these little black, you'll see when I show you, little pieces that go around the dresser. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna put black. Now the problem, I got all those white mirrors in there with the white frames I had just bought not a couple years ago. I'm definitely going to be painting them out in black. I'm not rebuying, because I looked up the white mirrors that's on that, the ones that go along the wall. No, they're $20 a piece. I ain't spending no $80. I'm going to paint them puppies. They're going to be black. So I'll show you that again when we do that tomorrow. So, yeah. And then for the buffet, I mean, not buffet, the entryway. The dresser, I have a dresser. It's actually a dresser, very slim line dresser. And I bought it when I first moved here. Painted it a bunch of colors. Y'all who've been following me know this. And now it sits at my entryway. Been sitting there for a couple of years. Been a couple colors there, okay, over an entryway. It's now matte black. So I have a matte black mirror there over top of it. And black and white artwork all around coming in the entryway, right? These silver lamps have been sitting there, and I have those crystal like knobs on the dresser. I'm going to change them out. I have to find something I really like. I had some black. I do have some black handles, but I put them on there and I don't like it. I will be getting black, but it has to be something substantial to go on that dresser to give me the look that I'm looking for. So I haven't found them yet, but I'm looking. So I decided I would paint this out in black too, right? And then this lamp has been sitting out there on these, right? Only because that was what I had and I wasn't buying nothing else. So I have these light gray, can I even reach them? Hold on, y'all. These light gray lamps that was in my room, right? These have been in my room for a while, my bedroom. So I said, you know what? After I paint these out in black, I'll put this silver on there until I find what I'm looking for. Again, I don't buy nothing until it's completely on sale. And they're basically calling me, begging me to buy it. So I just put a first coat of black paint on this. So it's not, when you're painting on metal and you don't have primer, because I didn't have any here, just tap on with a sponge brush your paint. Let it dry completely, then go over it with your second coat and you'll have a really good coat. Now, it's nothing that you want to be grabbing every day and letting people grab hold of, but it'll stay. And the longer it sits, the more permanent it'll be. So I think the only thing gray that'll be in that entryway will be this, right? Everything else will be black. The lamps, the table out there, the dresser, the mirror, everything else will be black other than, and I'll probably leave the succulent garden. Like I have a 2-tiered succulent. I'll probably leave that for the fall. So that's all that's getting changed out there, and the knobs on that dresser. And I'm gonna do that with y'all, but I'm just prepping these lamps to be ready to go. Once I find the knobs within the next week, I'm searching everywhere. Within the next week, I should have some black knobs for that, and then I'll put that together. It's nothing major changing out there though. So yeah, so these will probably go, because here's the thing, y'all, the bed I'm getting is like a beige color to go with that hardwood, the wood, the bit grayish look. So I'm over gray, but this is more of, gives you in the brown tones of what I'm working with. So I'm going to use these for now, right? and see how I like it. I'll leave it for a couple days and see. And if I really like it, I'm going to just go all beige with a lamp and just get rid of the script. But for now, I'm going to just see, because it's giving me the color. I'll see how that works for me, right? This will be going in there. The bedding will be all beige, tones of beige, right? And just fluffy, and that's what I saw on Pottery Barn. I found the curtains I want on Amazon, and I'm going to roughly pay between $40 and $60 for, and that's basically it. That's the budget I got, is $60, and I'm going to get 4 panels out of that $60. Yeah. So I'm waiting on, you know how you have something in your cart for a while and Amazon will send you a coupon, or there'll be a coupon on there or something, or either, and I got some sitting in Walmart, and the prices normally drop in your cart there too. So we'll see. Now, I need some artwork, and I've been looking at this artwork that's on Temu, and it's like a paper bag color for the background, little light paper bag, and it has this black florals on it, or you can get the florals, or you could get almost like the toile on them, right? Well, I had about 7 years ago bought this, because I did have this black and white toile in my bedroom, right? And you see this? This is drawer liner. Comes in a box like this. I had used some of it before. Comes in a box like that. This is drawer liner. So I said to myself, I wonder if I can tea stain this to give it a little deeper of a color, and see, made my tea, and see if I can get it to work. And then they perfectly fit in this 16 by 24 frame. So I don't know. This right here has not been tea stained. This is just it, right? The drawer liner in there. I just wanted to see how I might like it. So we gotta find out. Y'all ready? I got a sponge brush, right? I have my paper. I'm just going to do a little corner while we're on here, just so we can see. And, of course, you got to wait till it dries to see what happened. Oh, y'all, it might work. Oh, no. You got to be kidding me. Please tell me this is going to work. Hold on. So, I got to really do, I might do it with a spray bottle. Hold on. Hold on. Can you see the difference in color? You see the difference? I might need it to be a little bit darker, though. Can you see the difference? Oh, man, I hate this lighting. This is the dry, and this right here is the wet with the tea on it. Oh, I might need that to be a little bit darker, but I see a difference in it. And that's might give me what I want. I hope that works. I will be keeping y'all up on that, too. I'm going to do it tonight and see. I wonder if I could just get a little spray bottle and spritz it. But I might add a little coffee in this tea, right? And see if I could get it to go. Oh, this is my little grand girl. Hold on, y'all. Oops, hold on, Zai. 1 second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, anyway, like I was saying with the picture, while I was sitting here, I did. Look at that. It worked. It's got to dry, right? I thought because it had a little waxy finish on it that it might not take right. Look, this is the original color. And this is it with the tea stain. And this is what I was looking for, a little deeper of a background color. So I'm happy with that. Now, since I have 3 of these, I have the artwork that I need. So I don't have to spend that. You see? I ain't spending no money, y'all. I spent money on the big pieces. That I have to, and then I went extremely, at this point where I'm at, I spent probably about $215 altogether. And the only thing big piece that I'm looking at now is I'm looking for a dresser, but I'm not going over $150. maybe 175, because I'm gonna get one that I have to put together like I did the other ones, and I'm getting it cheap. Okay, so but it needs to be big enough to hold my TV and sturdy enough to hold my TV, and that's what it's going to take for me to find it. Okay, so anyway, that's where I'm at now. The other thing I had to tell y'all, the Saturday that I was supposed to go live, I came on Thursday and I said, yo, I'll be on live Saturday. Nami and my granddaughter, great granddaughter Nami, it was her birthday week, and her mother had took her, my granddaughter Zaya had took her to Mexico on a cruise, a Mexican cruise. They stopped at a couple different islands there. So anyway, I think they were in Cabo on the Saturday before they were coming home. So they had, at this point, they had probably been there like 5 days. So they stopped, and this is where Zaya booked her birthday luncheon, just for them too, you know, a girl's luncheon, but for infant and, you know, baby and mother, right? Because it was only them two on the cruise together. So they go, and they're, you know, playing around on the beach, and Nami's having a ball and won some people's hearts over, so other people were around playing with her. So Zaya goes to order their food, and she orders Nami a virgin, because she said, we're going to have daiquiris, and we're going to have this and that and this and that. So she got her a pina colada, a virgin pina colada in the kids' cup. And she got herself whatever, right? And they got food. So she said they're eating and everything, and they're having a nice time. And Nami's drinking her drink, and but every time she drinks it, she's like, and coughs, right? So after she drank about half of it, Zaya tasted it and was like, is something wrong with this? Y'all, it had liquor in it. Tequila, I think Zaya said. I don't know liquors, but that's what she said. The baby had drank half of it. Zaya flipped her lid. Okay, so did we here. My whole week was messed up. Not even day. I couldn't go live that night. I was furious. So they wind up comping Zaya's whole thing, day there, you know, on the island that she had booked. And then they gave Nami a cake, and all the people were out there. Everybody sung happy birthday to her. I said, well, is she acting funny or something? Zaya was like, she just looked like she's a little drunk. But other than that, she's fine. After she calmed down, we were furious. So she was fine, and everything went fine. But the point is, if you ever go on vacation somewhere and you want to give your child a little half grown up drink, but the version style, like a strawberry daiquiri, something frozen drink, taste it first, okay? Then the guy came out there saying, oh, I'm so sorry. At first he said, oh no, she ordered it for an adult. It's an adult and child there. She had her adult drink. The child had, what was you giving the child in a kid cup? So the people, Zaya said, the people next to her who had befriended her, was an older couple, and they fell in love with Nami. They said, no, she didn't. She clearly said a virgin pina colada for her. So she said, we heard her say it. And she said they were even talking about, oh, that's so cute. You know, you're having a girls' luncheon or whatever. But anyway, just be careful with that, y'all, if you do go on any kind of cruise or vacation, because if it's in another country, it ain't much you could do about it, you know. So anyway, everything else I had that day, they comped her for it and gave her, you know, everything free. But that is still, it is what it is. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm working on my bedroom, working on the entryway. I have been doing stuff around here. I said, let me sit here. And while I was painting, I said, let me grab my camera and catch my people up and tell them what I'm doing. But y'all, when I tell you, going into thrift stores. Now, I bought this in the store back in 2007, okay? It was like a burgundy color. I was into Italian at the time. Very Italian, okay? And this matched my furniture, and it was gorgeous, and I had got it, but I always loved the shape of this, right? So I've kept it for years. Here we are, 2025, and I've painted this at least 7 times, okay? To match what I've been doing around here. So this now is black, and I said, let me show. Now, if you went into a thrift store and you found this was 2 for $10. Just say they were $9.99 for the pair. And you look at it and you're like, I can't mess with that green. Ain't nothing I could do with that green, right? And like I said, this is even painted out in green. Let me tell you something. Get this for $9.99 for the pair. Come home and paint it the color to match your stuff. As well as this. I paid 2 for $10 for these. 2 for $9.99 at Goodwill for these right here. And now they're becoming black, and they're going to go right back out there and give me the look that I'm looking for in my entryway. So, and like I said, that silver always stood out to me and just drove me crazy. So now that it'll be black, everything out there will be black against the white wall. Again, you know what I mean? And it'll pop off of that. And I'm going to look for some, I might change out and get some new shades for out there too. But for now, I'm going to be happy with what I put out there. Okay? So yeah, that's all I wanted to tell y'all. Look at this, hair's drying. Look at that. I did it. I can't believe that worked. Yes. Well, I can believe it worked. But after I felt it, when I first picked it, I was like, ooh, that's got like a waxy finish on it. I don't know. But it took it. So I'm going to touch up a couple more spots on here and let it dry. And then I'll put them, and I got to take this one out and do that one. And I'm going to have my artwork. I ain't spending no money on artwork. I might have to get a rug. I might have to get a rug. I don't know. But it ain't going to happen today. So right now, like I said, I'm about $215 into like a $500 budget. I'm not going to get nowhere near $500 because my bedding ain't even going to cost a bunch of money from what I haven't, like what I have sitting in my shopping carts that I haven't decided. Wanted to wait for the bed to get here so I can make sure that it appears to me that that bed does not have a creamy undertone, like it has more of a white undertone. So I don't want my bedding to be so creamy with that bed, as opposed to, I gotta wait and see the bed before I can actually push the button on the bedding. But yeah, so I'll take y'all in there on the next video, which is probably, I'll put up tomorrow. I'm gonna show y'all in the bedroom what I'm talking about, how I messed up the whole bedroom, but how I'm bringing it back to life too. All right, y'all, I'm going to talk to y'all soon. I just wanted to catch up with y'all and let y'all know I'm still alive. And somebody wrote in the comments, who was it? Let me see. Let me give you a shout out, friend, because I know. See, that's what I need. I need y'all to push me and make me do stuff. Who was it? Who said it? Wait. Oh, I can't see. Wait. Carolyn Edwards. Hey, Carolyn. Carolyn said, all right, girl, it's time for another video. Get at it. I see you, Carolyn. Thank you so much. But yeah, y'all stay on me because I'm getting it together, y'all. I really am. And I have been working behind the scenes. But I'll be saying to myself, oh, this is so boring. They don't want to see this. Like painting the lamps. Well, who cares that you painting your lamps, girl? But some people do. And I know that. So I'm back. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Well, I can't even reach the thing.